Hello, CompSci. Well, we've got a new project. I'd like to walk you through instructions for the week, and they are not terribly heavy, but they will require you to make some decisions. Last week, we wrapped up with officer training, if you recall, is because I'm going to put you aboard a ship. I'll show you what I mean. Here is your instruction page. This assignment, obviously, if you're viewing this video, you found it, or you're subscribed to my teacher YouTube channel. Thank you. And you have 3 items that you need to complete by the end of the week. The first is to check out this Playable Ships webpage. Now, we'll actually get there in a moment. I want to show you a little demonstration first. This is a small program I'm working on. Welcome to Ship-to-Ship Combat. Now, inspired by Star Trek, we are going to engage in ship-to-ship combat programmatically, and you're going to need a ship and a crew. So, you can see that we are firing on another vessel, and it has a defense rating, tells us what's happening, and damage dealt. Now, there's a lot more to do here. This thing can fire energy weapons, torpedoes, it can commence repairs, give you a status report, scan a vessel, maneuver, and prioritize some system, meaning boost its capabilities. This is very much a role-playing tactical simulator. Is it done yet? No. That is why the assignment's a little light right now, if I'm honest. So, you have time to form your ships and crews, and you have time to help me develop this thing if you so desire. And that's optional. This is on me to get finished, but man, if you want to help out, I would love the extra set of hands, the extra brain, the extra eyes, and more than that, I think you would actually enjoy it. So, one of the links on that assignment is a repository for this guy, Clearly Josh Ship-to-Ship Combat. And there are 2 files. The Vessels file is actually several dictionaries. Let you take a look here. Currently, there are 2 vessel classes, the Miranda class starship and the Saber class starship. Now, this can evolve as we go, which brings us back to your different ships. Make sure we're on the right spot. Okay, you've got your repo link. Let's talk about playable starships. I'm taking stats from Star Trek Online for us to make these starships. Why? Because they've done all the work of figuring out how strong or how fast or how maneuverable each vessel is. So right there, you actually see an image of a little Miranda class, and it has some other classes from within the game. Now, if you go down just a bit to list on this page, voila, you see playable starships. It's open to you which faction you'd like to use. If you find the coolest Klingon Defense Force vessel that you've ever heard of, and you get the other 3 people on your crew to agree to it, boom, you have a Klingon vessel. If, however, you are a Starfleet person like I am, you can open this guy up. Excuse me, should just be that show button. There we go. You can open this guy up, and you get your list of ships by class. For example, if we go into a battle cruiser of some sort, let's do the Ranger Temporal Cruiser. Right here are the vital stats. You get a type, you get a hull rating, a shield modifier, a turn rate, an impulse, meaning your engine's below warp, and an inertia rating. And you get different stations and weapon powers, etc. So, we're going to eventually equip a small fleet's worth of vessels for battle. Meaning you'll have to have different systems in place, and this is going to help calculate a defense rating that we'll roll against. More on that as the program evolves. I'm jumping all around, I know. So the upshot is your first thing to research is a starship. Go find 1 or 2 options. Then check out the repository. There's a link for you, and you should know now how to import a repo to REPL to begin working on it. Remember, it's that button right up here, or that button right up here is probably a much easier way to start it. I'd click on that guy, import it. You will probably have to request access from me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Should pop up in my email, and I'll just hit approve. But if you want to do that to develop, or even just to test the thing out, go for it. I'd love for you to be able to test it out and get a feel for the capabilities. Right now, we are looking at 5 vessels. That means 5 crews of 4 within our classroom. Now, I can be persuaded to change that, if at all, if that is the right way to do this. We're still working on the turn-based system to make it even and equal for each ship. No guarantee we'll get that done by the finish of the project, but I do think we will. In the meantime, you have a third item to look at this week, which is crew requests. Yes, this is your chance to say, I want my friends in my group, but more than that, why? So here are the instructions. Let's go to a different view. Detail any crew requests here. Include a proposed position for each crew member if possible. Meaning, if you have any idea of what position you'd like them to take, please put it here. That's going to make this sort process a lot easier. I will add a note. Every crew will contain someone with a high skill level in programming, and it will trickle down to lower level skill in programming. Lower skill level. Excuse me, I've been making videos all day, Comp Sci. I think I've lost it. Sorry, I'll ditch the professional for a second. Oh, how are you? I hope your first day of virtual learning is going well, everybody. Okay, so you will have high and low, and I'm going to make sure that the teams have that good mix. So you're welcome to request anyone. Just know that we're going to make sure that you have the opportunity to work with people who know what they're doing. And for those who have a little less idea, you're going to have the opportunity to work, the other way around. And those who know what they're doing are going to have the opportunity to work with those who maybe need a hand. I think it'll be good for everybody, and it's going to make our ship crews more even as the assignment goes, because you will not be allowed to use certain systems on your starship unless you can prove that you can program them. So there's the challenge. I don't have the battle date set yet. I'll give you more of that in the future. Also, we'll continue officer training. Right now, we've got a mix of cadets and field commissioned lieutenants. So your rank stands as that. Let me know what you think about crews. This is an open paragraph response box, so give whatever description you would like here. I would just like a record of it. You are limited to one response per person. And if you all form some excellent crews, then I'll make them happen. If we need to do a little shaking up, I'll do my best to stay true to your requests. In the meantime, enjoy. Please attend to these 3 things, and I will talk to you soon.